Hi everyone. I am going to show you guys a lot of dried pieces because that's what you ask and that's what you get. But before I do that, I'd like to talk about something that's going on again behind the scenes. See, these are my sponsors of July 2017, and I'll show them in a close-up a little bit later. But the thing is that on other channels or groups, there's talk about that I'm doing something that is illegal, and that's not true. So the thing is that if those people that are talking behind my back about me were just to email me, I would really have no problem in explaining what I'm doing, and I'd help them. But you know, seeing that they're so, yeah, sort of, I don't know, vindictive, I don't know what's up, jealous, I have no idea because I'm just not like that. They say that because I am taking money and holding a contest, that I'm doing something that's illegal and I need a gambling license. Sorry, but that's totally crazy. If they put just as much energy in looking for the definition of contest or competition or whatever, they would see that what I'm doing is totally not that. So in a contest or a competition, you have to do better than other people, because that's the definition of a competition, contest. You have to do something, be better than someone else to receive a prize. So every month when I start a new month, people sponsor my channel because they appreciate the way that I test out all the materials. I've had a lot of comments of people saying, you know, I'm just so glad you do it because that saves me money and I don't have enough money to be experimenting like you do. So I take notes when I watch you and I write everything down, and it helps me become a better artist, and that's why I sponsor you. And that's the true meaning behind the sponsorship, is because normally when you go to another website, you will have to pay before you see the workshop videos. And I just thought YouTube would be so much nicer for me, because the people that would like to sponsor me give me sponsor money, and the people that just want to be there and don't have money for that, they can watch the videos too. I know that being too nice sort of sometimes goes against you, you know, I don't know why that is, but it does. And everyone that has been following me from the beginning knows that I tried Patreon, and it is nothing different than what I'm doing now, because Patreon, you commit to give me money every single month, and then I do a giveaway there too, because that's what Patreon is. You give away a workshop, or you give away a painting, or you give away something because the people sponsor you. The thing is that I do not scam or lure people into giving me money, because in the beginning of the month you will never ever see me hold up a painting and say, if you give me money, you will have a chance to win this painting. I've never done that in my life. You can go back to all the videos. I don't do that. Somewhere in that month I make something that I think is beautiful, or I think is exceptional, different, and then I just think, well, let's do that as a giveaway. You've seen that happen many times. So when people are sponsoring my channel, they expect nothing, and that's the thing. They don't expect anything. They're not competing to win something. And that is the rules of YouTube. And if you think that, like, I wouldn't even want to know how many people have flagged my videos, because I know there have been many, many people being jealous and flagging my videos. YouTube has already seen my videos. There's nothing to hide. There's no snakes under the grass. People sponsor me. YouTube allows sponsorship. if you put a little bit more energy into looking for what you can do on YouTube, you have super chat. You can do that, and people can donate straight away while you're chatting with them. So YouTube is totally open for donations or sponsorships or whatever, because they facilitate it with super chat. There are videos on YouTube how to put the donation button on your website. So don't make this into something really dirty and shady and I don't know what, because I don't understand people doing that. People sponsor me somewhere along the line. In that month I will stumble across a painting that I really like, and I will just give that away. One month it can be, I've had a month where I gave away 3 paintings. I've had a month where I did a big painting, and no one knows when they're sponsoring, they're not competing for something. That's not it. And if you go to the rules of YouTube, you will see it describes contest. There is no contest. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to compete with each other. It's just, you know, I want to give a little bit back to the people that sponsor me, and that's it. So, enough said. I don't care about those people anymore. They can talk about me behind my back all they want. It just shows who they are, not who I am. Another really exciting thing. I have my gloves on because I'm going to show you paintings in a bit. Another exciting thing. If you buy, and I know a lot of artists will not know this, because I didn't know. I've been painting for what, 40 years, and I didn't know it. Okay. I won't say her last name, but Helen, you know who you are. Helen, who lives in Canada. She bought 2 of my paintings, the bigger ones, the 40 by 40, and I was thinking, oh boy, because Canada has a customs limit for 20 Canadian dollars. Sorry. So Canada has a limit of 20 Canadian dollars. And so my paintings, those 2, went way over that. So I was thinking, oh my God, she's going to have to pay customs and all those taxes and fees that you have to pay. So I wrote her and I said, you know, what do you want to do? Shall I put them both in a box and send them, or do you want them separately? And she came back. She said, listen, I've heard that if you put on the box, you put on art by the original artist, I can import it for free. It won't cost me anything. And I'm thinking, that can't be right, because why would they do that, right? Because sometimes paintings cost thousands of dollars. Why would they just let it come into the country without, you know, paying taxes? And she said those couple of words, art created by the artist. So I went online and I was looking. And the first thing I bump into is chapter 97. And we're getting a little bit technical, but bear with me. Chapter 97 is it's a tax law. So when you import, and this is for Australia, this is for the USA, this is for Canada, and I'm sure it's going to be all over the world. You put your it's a code, the tariff code. You put a code on your package that explains that it is a painting, handmade painting, done by the artist, and you can send that to your buyer and they will never ever have to pay tax, because that's how it goes. It's free. They can import it. They don't have to pay anything. So they pay you for the painting and that's it. So I thought that was pretty amazing, because I was thinking, you know, that's going to be a difficult thing to do. Send her those 2 paintings, and if she was going to have to pay customs, that would really, oh, that would make me so sad. So I thought, you know, I got to figure this out, and she helped me, and I must say I am very grateful to her, because that way, you know, everyone can just buy art where they want to, as long as the person selling it puts that on the package, and then you're good to go. So I'm very happy about that. Let's get to the paintings. So I want to do this one. You've You've seen me make it, and now it's completely dry, but there are a little, I'll show it to you, but I have to look on the screen. Can you see the little bumpy, oh yeah, there it is. See that? See how bumpy that all is? And that's caused by the, it's caused by the metallics that I put in here. And by putting the metallics in here, it stayed under the paint, and that's what causes this bubbly feeling. I do sort of like it though. It gives a different dimension. Let's see where I am. Where's the camera? Oh, there. So it gives a different dimension, and I kind of like it. Then a while back I did this one. This is a round one, which I put some metallics on, and I kind of like how it turned out. The only thing I'm going to do is, I like this setup because I can show you how shiny it is. I'm going to be varnishing this one. So that's going to be on Etsy pretty soon. Or I might even take my stuff off Etsy and put them all on my website, the Blazing Colors website. I'm not sure yet. Okay, one we just recently made, this one. It turned out beautiful. It's dry. Has a little splotch in here, which I have to take care of. But other than that, there's that bit I really, really liked. And it dried just like that. So this was the Vallejo fluid with a little bit of Floetrol in it. And it worked like a charm. And I'm going to be doing a lot of those pretty soon because I really like how this turned out. You're not picking up on the colors very well because I don't have that very good lighting here, but it is a very pretty pour. Then this is also a Vallejo, and this has the orange in it. I'm sure you can remember. I don't have a number on it, too bad, but I can figure that out. But it dried nicely. Then the one I'm going to do a glaze over, that's this one. And as you can remember, we put some of those metallics in this one. Let me see if I can pick it up. Can you see that? See where it is, that yellowish kind of color? That's the gold peeking through. And it is sort of nice. It does look cool. It's not that shiny, but you can really pick it up when you look at it and you hold it like that. You pick it up. Okie dokie. Then the one I'm gonna do the turtle on. This is the one I'm gonna do the turtle on. Oh no, I was looking for a turtle, but you know. Because I have to be really careful of copyright issues, I can't just use any image on internet because I sell my stuff. And if I were to pluck something off the internet and just put it on here, that would be a copyright infringement. And to go buy that, you go to some site where you can download everything for free. And there's, they call it a Commons Zero or something. You don't have to pay royalties, and you can use it in whichever manner you really like. And that's where I found a beautiful little seahorse, and I'm going to put the seahorse on here. It's going to be like that, like this, in the length, so portrait mode. And it's going to be a black seahorse, and I might do some embellishing when it's ready. Yes, yes, we're very busy here. Now, we all know this one. Let's see. Yeah, we all know this one. Totally dry, nice and smooth. I really like it. And I really like the turquoise coming through and the rusty colors. I'm going to do a couple more of these. Then we had the other one. That was the one. And I'll show you again because you can pick it up now. See this bit here, this is gold, and it does shine. But it's going to be more shinier when I varnish it. Then here you can see, where's the camera? There. Here is the bronze, and you can also see that. But what you can also see is this. See that stuff? That's where the metallics are under the paint, and they never made it to the surface. But like I said, I like that. Because once you varnish this, totally varnish it, it will be beautiful. I really like it. Then I had one where I did some add-ons. That's this one. See the yellow dots? That's just paint. And then the green dots, these, that's metallics. I made my own metallic paint. And this looks really pretty, and I'm going to be varnishing this one too pretty soon. Then I only have two more. That's this one. It already has its first varnish. See the varnish? Very glossy. But it is a pretty painting. I like it with all the dots. It's something I've been doing for a little bit, and I sort of like it. But I wouldn't be doing this again. This, you know, this is too much of a pattern that you can see that someone really put that on there. What I really like is this bit. This is my favorite part, and this. And of course the little blue ones up here. I'm going to be doing a lot of this, but then in really big. I can't wait for my studio to be ready. Okie dokie, that was that one. Then I have one more. And that is, at the moment, my favorite piece. This one. Look at how this dried. Totally dry. Totally dry, and look at the colors. It turned out beautiful. I really like this, all these, the turquoise and the green. Let me get some light on it. There you go. I just think it's pretty, and I like the outlines of here, where you see, let me get it in focus. See the outlines? I love that. Got that over here. That is beautiful too. And once I varnish this, I'm pretty sure it's gonna really pop. So I'll show it again in a couple of days when it's been varnished. Okie dokie, then I think I'm done and I'm through. Let me get on the other side again. Just have to pick up a few paintings off the floor. So the shop, the web shop is open, but I can only sell at the moment to people in Europe. And if you're in Europe and your country isn't there for the shipping, please let me know, because that way I will just put the country in, but it has to be in Europe, because that's important. The whole thing with the shipping to the USA, first off, if you can wait 4 weeks, because a lot of people said, oh, we'll pre-order, we don't care how long it takes. I would say go to Dick Blick, because Dick Blick is going to be selling the Vallejo fluid acrylics pretty soon, and the pouring medium. So, you know, just do that. That's much better for you. You won't pay that much shipping, and it'll probably be there pretty fast. So, you know, it's not about making money, people. I promise it's not about making the money. I just want a lot of people to be able to experience this paint. This paint is just, you know, the bomb. Everyone can create these beautiful paintings. Let me get, because this is, you've seen me do this. All this is paint and Floetrol, and a little bit of silicone in the Floetrol. And maybe that I didn't make it clear, but what I do is get a big bottle like this, This is 8 ounces for the American people and 250 milliliters for the European. I fill this with Floetrol, and my Floetrol is here. This is my Floetrol. So I fill this bottle, then I put in 20 to 25 drops of silicone, and I start, you know, shaking and keep on shaking until I think that it's totally mixed up with the Floetrol. Then I just take 1 part paint and 4 parts of Floetrol. Now, if you don't mind, you know, the money, you can even go 1 part paint and 3 parts Floetrol. So you tone down a little bit on the Floetrol, but I wouldn't go lower than that, or it'll get, I think, a little bit too thick. So with this, and you pour it, everyone will get cells, because you saw how I did it. The minute I pulled off the cups, it was selling like crazy. And that was this one. That was this one. So you got all kinds of cells. We got the lacing, and we got the outline cells. We got everything. And this one, I don't even think there was silicone in this one. So that's why I just want people to be able to play with this paint. That's all. That's it. So if your country is in Europe and it's not on my list, just shoot me a mail, and I will get it. I will get the paints to you. And that goes for anyone, you know. Dick Blick is going to sell it in the USA. I'm not sure if Canada can get it, but Canada people, please, I'm sorry, but if I ship to you, you will be paying taxes, because you only have a very little window of free import. That's 20 Canadian dollars. That's, you're not gonna like it, because the times I have that too. Holland is pretty strict too, and we even pay taxes for the shipping costs. That is totally crazy. So that's what we pay. And the USA had a really big budget for importing. They go up to $2,500. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And Australia, I don't know what Australia does, because, you know, I don't have an idea. I could check it though. And New Zealand. What I'd like to say is, you know, if you want to import something like craft paints, then I would go to the tax site and check out what you have to pay, because I think that's pretty important. Okay, that's it for me for now. I will be setting up my painting bit here. I have my first 3 orders came in this morning, one last night, and I will be packaging those and sending them out, because I know how fun it is that when you order something, you get it like 2 days later or something. We're going to be doing that, and I'm going to be setting up my painting table, and I think I'll be doing a 30 by 30, because I haven't done one of those for a while. So see you all in about let's say an hour and a half. Bye bye.